Yeah.
It's not the best service for really. So, I mean, none of the services have been, since James has left, have been all weekends. And that's not right now. I might not be able to go to the
How fun. Thank you, Ron. Good morning. My name is Deborah DeLacy. I know your order of service says Susie, but Susie had a family emergency, so I'm filling in. My pronouns are she and her, and I am your pulpit host today. On behalf of this congregation, welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Huntsville. We acknowledge that we are on the traditional territory of Native tribes. Whether you have joined us online or you are here in our sanctuary, we are glad to have you with us in this sacred time we choose to be together. We are an open community of learning, caring, and justice making. You are welcome here, every part of you, just the way you are. Our congregation is served by our minister, the Reverend Jamie Simon, who is currently away on sabbatical leave, but she will be back next week. She may be reached by contacting the office, but not until May 1st. Feel free, never mind. That was my note. If you are a newcomer, please sign our guest book in the foyer to receive our weekly email newsletter. Also in the foyer, underneath the name tag display, are hearing assist devices available for anyone who needs them. Please take a moment to silence your electronic devices. Let me make sure mine is on silent. If you have a joy, sorrow, or important milestone that you would like shared during our Circle of Candles and included in the pastoral prayer, please write it on one of the white cards found in the hymnal rack in front of you and place it in the offering basket. For community news and events, check our email newsletter, website, the paper insert in your order of service. In case of inclement weather or other emergencies, notices of cancellation of services and activities will be communicated via church-wide email on our Facebook page. Announcement. Melody, I don't know where I put the paper. This week we have additional announcements. Young Adult Coffee Chat is this Friday. Join us for our monthly coffee chat this Friday, May 2nd, 2025 at 6:45 p.m. And the young adult group includes ages 19 through 40. Note, we are aware that some of you may not be receiving notifications through the LARC app. Our YA leaders are actively working to fix this issue. Thanks for your patience. If you have any questions about the meetup, please reach out to Nicole or Trail. See you Friday. We also have the insert in here, and I know you can read for yourself, but I'm going to have a shameless plug. Highlands Elementary is having a book fair April 28th to May 2nd, which is tomorrow through Friday. If you're able to help or have any questions, please contact Deborah at deborah.delacy@gmail.com, or you can text, and this is my phone number. You can also call if you feel like you want to. Just so you know, Highlands Elementary is our neighborhood school. The people in this neighborhood attend Highlands Elementary. It's less than a mile from here. This book fair, we are charging tax, which we normally didn't, but thanks to the administration, we're charging tax. So kids don't really understand tax. So I'm also asking for donations to cover when a kid is short. That would be fantastic. So next week, like I said, Reverend Jamie is coming back, and we're going to have our potluck. So celebrate the homecoming of Rev Jamie and Will. See the newsletter for a link to the Sign Up Genius. And we really do need hands. More hands make light work when we are serving and cleaning up the potluck. Melody wanted me to thank all of the people who showed up for the property day, and I would love to call them by name, but I lost the paper. So I apologize greatly that I wasn't able to call you by name, but if anybody showed up here in the congregation to our property day and helped out making our sanctuary and our outside space beautiful, can you please stand so we can acknowledge you? After our service, everyone is welcome to join us in the fellowship hall for coffee and conversation. Now, I would like to invite Lewis Johnson to ring the singing bowl to help us enter into the service more deeply. Finally, having gathered in a shared quest for truth, meaning, and purpose, let us light our chalice with these words by Rachel Carson in Silent Spring. Those who contemplate the beauty of the earth find reserves of strength that will endure as long as life lasts. There is something infinitely healing in the repeated refrain of nature, the assurance that dawn comes after night and spring after winter. And now, to help center yourself and quiet your mind, we will have the music for centering, followed by our thread song.
Good morning, friends. My name is Lewis Johnson. My pronouns are he and him, and it is my joy to welcome you to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Huntsville, Alabama. Let's settle in with these centering words from Reverend Gretchen Haley, still so much good and beauty and joy. Come in, all who long to know how to love this world, how to keep eyes open, hands unclenched, arms wide, breathing deeply in and out. This is a time to practice because there is still so much good and beauty and joy. But it can be hard to keep telling this tale with all the news and the wind and the rain and the trembling earth. Who wants to love this life anyway? Come in, all who teeter on the edge of cynicism, broken-hearted, and still trying to remember laughter and kindness, and the chance to be alive in these days when so much is at stake. In this place, we remind each other why we persist, giving each other courage to take this path that is not always easy, to keep practicing, this love that cannot, will not let us go, and still calls on us. Come on, let us worship together. To continue our theme of joy, our opening hymn this morning is hymn number 327 in our gray hymnal, Joy Thou Goddess. Please rise in body or in spirit to sing together.
Joy, thou goddess fair, immortal, offspring of Elysium, that with rapture to the portal of thy holy fame we come. Fashioned laws indeed may sever, but thy magic joins again. Humankind is one forever, neath thy mild and gentle reign. Joy in nature's wide dominion, mightiest cause of all is found, and 'tis joy that moves the pinion when the wheel of time goes round. From the bud she lures the flower, stuns from out their orbs of light. Distant spheres obey her power, far beyond a mortal sight.
After our first hymn, it is traditional to sing the doxology found in the laminated blue cards in the hymnal rack in front of you. After the doxology, we turn toward the center aisle to face one another as we speak our words of aspiration, also found on the blue card. Let us sing our doxology.
From all who dwell below the skies, let faith and hope with love arise. Let beauty, truth, and good be sung through every land, by every tongue. De todos bajo el gran sol, surra esperanza, fe, amor, verdad y belleza cantando, de cada tierra, cada voz.
May love be the spirit of this church. May the quest for truth be its sacrament and service be its prayer. to dwell together in peace, to seek knowledge in freedom, and to help one another in fellowship. This is our aspiration. Now we invite anyone who is young at heart, or likes to sit on the floor to join us at the front of the sanctuary for our story for all ages.
My Friend Earth, written by Patricia McLaughlin, illustrated by Francesca Senna. It's okay. My friend Earth wakes from a winter nap. She hears the busy spring sounds and the farmer's hoe tap-tapping in the garden and the claws of crows. She sees the little silent seed, and there's silver spinning silver the robin wrens. Do you want to read now? Okay. And the long-winged albatross crossing the sea, the mole turning underfoot, she guides the chimpanzee to her night nest. And the zebra baby to find his mother in the hundreds of black and white striped mothers. She tends the prairie where the sun-dipped wild horses run, through the grasses that swish against their legs. The tundra where the reindeer graze for moss, and the glistening ice where the young polar bear pads on mitted feet. She guards all the creatures in all the oceans, and the black manta rays sleek like shadows, the shining parrotfish, the tiny krill who swim with millions of other krill to look big, and the whales who are big. My friend Earth pours the summer rain to fill streams, flowing down mountains, through the fields, to the rivers, to the sea. Sometimes she pours too much rain, flooding towns and meadows and roads until she dries the land. Sometimes she blows fierce autumn winds, sweeping the limbs of trees and shingles from the roofs of barns. Until she stills the wind, so red and orange and yellow leaves float to the ground. When cold comes again, my friend Earth sprinkles the snow, whisper silent, covering the dens where the baby black bears are born in soft darkness. Drifting over the icy pond where the turtle sleeps in mind, settling into the empty nets of birds. Under the white, the silent seed is cradled in dark soil, watching, waiting to fly up again in the warm, bright sun of spring. The end. Let us now sing our children out.
are the Unitarian Universalist Church of Huntsville, a proud, inclusive spiritual community. Together, we build a broad search for meaning, bold form of compassion, and a brave voice for justice. If you would like to support us with a monetary contribution, we would be very grateful. Your generosity helps us support our various ministries, pay our staff a fair wage, and partner with organizations that share our UU values. You can donate online using the QR code on your order of service, or you can put cash or check donations into the offering baskets. Completed Circle of Candles cards should also be placed in the offering baskets. You are invited to come forward during this time and quietly drop a stone into the bowl of water here next to the ramp in honor or memory of what you hold in your heart. It is through your generosity that we serve our mission here at UUCH. With gratitude, we now receive the offering. One of the benefits of being part of a spiritual community is that we can magnify our joys by sharing them with each other, and we can lessen the burdens of sorrow by also leaning on the community. I would like to lift up my wife Susie as she and her mother Maria are preparing for Susan's father's passing, which is why she's not here today. Jerry also has a joy that she became an official member of UUCH today. But along with joys, of course, we have sorrows, so she also shares a sorrow of the children killed in Gaza Friday. So we hold those in our hands that are dealing with death, which we know is inevitable, but it still hurts. Let us be moved to compassion for all that has been shared into this beloved community and for all that will remain silent, unspoken in our hearts. And let us say, blessed be and amen. And now will you join us in singing our responsive music, number 1009, in the Teal hymnal, Meditation on Breathing.
Creative Spirit, source of life and love, thank you for the breezes of change clearing our heads. Thank you for oceans of love, rivers of connection, tears of relief, and pools of serenity. May healing waters flow over us and through us and among us, wearing down the sharp rocks of despair to bring joy in the morning.
My name's Lori Larson. I'm your music director here, and I'm going to talk just a brief second about our hymn before we sing it. And you probably don't know this one unless you grew up with that particular UU songbook, in which case I want to hear you. But as you know, Reverend Jamie's coming back next week, and part of our coffee hour next week, we'll have a teeny tiny little ceremony where we say welcome home and we've missed you and all those lovely things. It's going to be led by Sandy Moore. But I was asked if we could do a song to welcome them back. And so what we're going to do today is learn this, and then we're going to sing this during happy hour next week. And I'll make sure these words are available for you. You don't have to memorize them. We'll put little slips of paper, or maybe we'll bring a chalkboard in. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. But let's learn this. Ron, if you'll play it all the way through once, and then let's just sing it. Think you'll be able to do this next Sunday with these words in front of you? Oh, let's do it one more time really fast. Open the door, step right inside. Reach out your hand, I'll welcome you in. It's so good to be together again. Thank you for your lovely singing, and we'll do that next week in there. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Jes Zelaya, and I'm the Director of Religious Education for Children and Youth here at UUCH. And welcome to our youth-led service for 2025. I have posed several questions to the youth over the last few weeks. What is religious education? What has religious education done for you? And how has it helped you think about the big questions in life? So here are a few of their answers.
Religious education is a place to go where everyone is accepted and people can share their experience. Religious education has taught me how to help people in need and be a better person. I've learned that for some of the big questions in life, there's not just one right answer, but many possibilities, and that everyone can discover in their own ways.
Religious education is the way for me to learn more about myself and become more in tune with how I view my faith. It gives me options for which belief system to follow, if any. In regards to questions about God, human nature, and more, religious education can't and shouldn't give me these answers definitively, but it has taught me that all answers to these questions by all people have merit, and are all worthy of consideration. The most important thing religious education has given to me is my understanding of salvation. For me, salvation will be finding peace and acceptance in all parts of myself, recognizing and being comfortable with both my positive qualities and my pitfalls.
Religious education to me is a platform for understanding the various challenging situations and attached emotions that we encounter on a day-to-day basis. It has taught me how to effectively handle situations at school and within the community that I find difficult to navigate. Unfortunately, I still don't know what happens after death, or why exactly I'm here on this planet, but religious education has taught me that I have a purpose in this life, and it is to make the world a better way than I found it. Now, we would like to ask you some of the big questions we talk about in RE, and hear from you as if we are in an RE session right now. Please choose someone sitting close to you to pair with, preferably not someone you came with. We will give you 3 minutes each to discuss each question with your partner, and then come around with a microphone for anyone who would like to share with the congregation. So I'll give you a minute to pair up now, and I'll be back. You guys ready? All right, here's the first question. What is the purpose of my life? And these young men will come around with microphones, so get ready. In 3 minutes.
We have an answer to the question here.
Not yet. Jeremy, not
Hello?
yet. Not yet. I'll run down. It's up to you. Give him another minute or two. We might not do the whole 3 minutes.
Time's up. We'll come around with our microphones and ask for you guys' answers. So be ready. Raise your hand if you'd like to share. We're not just going to call out random people.
Hello?
It's on. You're on.
The purpose of my life is to help other people and to tread lightly on this earth, our home.
Thank you.
Who else would like to? Who else would like to share? Okay. Go ahead.
All right. What our group discussed, because we were a group of 3, we said that life was going on, like learning the positives, the negatives, connections and relationships, learning what nature and the beauty of life can teach you along your years and ages.
Who else?
Good morning. Melanie and I have decided she's sprinkling fairy dust on everybody to bring joy. And I just want to hang on to what I have, my children and my surroundings, and bring a smile to people's face.
Okay. The common thread between between the discussion between the two of us was helping others, because from his perspective, he did everything you're supposed to do. He got educated, got married, had a family, had a good job, but then he decided later on that the purpose that he sought was to help others have the same sorts of advantages that he had in being able to do those things. I'm pretty early on in those things in myself, and the way that I look at it, it's that I'm trying to be a good human, and part of that is just embracing the fact that I'm a measure of just one of billions in a social species. So I take kind of a utilitarian view. I think it's just, I don't want my pleasure to be at anyone else's expense, and so I'm also trying to help others. Part of that is achieving personal success, so I have the ability to do that. But, whenever I can, I try to focus on that too.
I'm Barbara Hitt, and this is Natalie, and there is a 50-year age difference between us. But we both agree that we feel like we just want to try to leave the world a little better than we found it. And while we can't save the whole world, we can do small things every day and just be good to those around us. And I also want to take the opportunity to say how impressed I was with our youth's statements. Weren't they awesome?
I don't think I want to put words into my partner's mouth, so correct me if I misspeak. We had a kind of a common theme with different perspectives, and what I took the most from hers was that she feels she's here to learn from people, nature, everything around us, and to connect and share. And I had the joy of speaking out loud for the first time. It's actually making me a little emotional, sorry. No, I'm not sorry. After years of struggling with feeling that I needed to find my purpose, what is my purpose? I know I have one, what is it? I'm giving myself permission to be off the dang hook. I don't have to have a divinely ordained purpose, but I can choose what my purpose is right now. This is a great relief to me, by the way, because I've spent years struggling to find it as if it was an object I could go find in an Easter egg hunt. And I'm choosing right now that what my purpose is right now is radical, intense kindness, connection, community. And thank you all for letting me be here and part of this one.
Okay, we'll move on to our next question, and we'll start at the same spot when we go to receive answers, so everyone gets a chance to speak.
All right, so our next question is, what has Unitarian Universalism taught me about making a positive influence in the world? And you guys will have about 3 minutes again to discuss with your partners, so go ahead. Should I go sit down?
Yeah, you can. It's up to you.
How's it going? I thought you guys were going to say, like, thank you after each person. I thought you guys were going to say, like, thank you after each person. Like, clap.
They were just like going and going down like a line of ways. They would just like pass the mic before they give it back to us.
Give them a little bit longer. They're still really going. Go ahead and let them have the 3 minutes. We have a certain time difference.
Oh, that's true. So, like, at 12 o'clock, we're supposed to end, right?
Yeah. We still have half an hour.
Do you time the, well, actually, I'm not for this. I know this my competition later, but do you, like, time the service beforehand so you know what you're going to do?
Well, I timed how long the sermon would take us. So everything else is already, like, I can't change the length of time for everything else. It's always the same. But I timed I know the sermon is going to take us like 20 minutes total, so.
Yeah, and that's what this is, right?
Yeah. We're in the most difficult part of it now. Okay, go ahead.
Time's up. We're going to go ahead and come around with microphones, so raise your hand if you'd like to respond. Raise your hand, guys.
Ask the question again. What were you talking
I
about?
got you.
Yeah.
Okay. The question is, what has Unitarian Universalism taught me about making a positive influence in the world?
So my name's LaDawn Edwards, and I'm on the care committee, among other things. And Deb here, Holly's daughter, was actually the recipient of care committee assistance in the last couple of weeks. And she was just, wanted to express her gratitude for that and just being able to have that kind of support when it's not from somebody who's never met you before is a really big deal. And Melody Breyer, of course, is running care committee this year, and every time I I get a phone call from Melody and she's got a request, it's like I really do try to come running because I've received so much between the grief group and the other things that she's done for me personally and through the church. It's so marvelous to feel like there's someone to turn to, and that whole sense of service, not just within the congregation, but when the larger community needs us, we want to be there for them too.
If you want to speak, you can raise your hand.
Question.
I don't do well at public speaking, but I'd like to also follow up with what LaDawn was speaking about receiving help from the care committee. Our home burned down last month, and they so graciously have brought in gift cards, groceries, food, clothing, and still continue to do so. And that inspires me, once I'm able to do so, to put that same goodness back into my community, my family, friend, anyone. I don't have to know them, and I'd like to take this time to graciously thank anyone who has contacted me throughout this whole ordeal. I barely know any of you, but I feel the love, and I hope you know I appreciate everything you all have done, and I love you back. And you have encouraged me to, again, do the same and put forth that equal good to everyone else in the world. So thank you all. I truly appreciate it.
All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next question. How has Unitarian Universalism helped me to make a positive influence in my community, not just the world? And we're going to give you guys 3 minutes to talk amongst your partners, and then we're going to come around with the microphones.
Two and three are just basically the same thing.
Time's up. We're going to go ahead and come around with some microphones and ask you guys for some answers. So raise your hand if you're willing to answer.
Remind them of the question.
And the question was, how has Unitarian Universalism helped me to make a positive influence in my community, not just the world, my community?
Good morning. My name is Heather Chumba, and I decided I better be brave because that's my son up there being brave. He's much braver than I am on stage, I'll just say. But I think Unitarian Universalism has taught me to treasure service, so I try to be a volunteer in all my kids' activities, and that's brought me a lot of joy.
You can raise your hand so he can know you. Okay, thank you.
Being a member of this congregation has given me the path to become active politically in the beliefs that I have. There's some really good people here that I can ask and they'll tell me what's going on. Town halls, protest, and I don't know if I would know that on my own, so I appreciate it. Thank you.
Anyone else want to share?
Being a member of this church has made me much more aware of the problems and issues of the LGBTQ community, and I feel like I'm doing all I can to become an ally of them and help them in every way.
Anyone back here have an answer?
Hi, everybody. My name is Shannon. I'm going to sit down. Okay. I don't come here often, and honestly, the question to me isn't about a denomination or a church or anything. I think just being able to have a place. I go to different churches, and I don't claim to be one or another. It is about community, and that's what we're talking about. So I just kind of feel like if you just keep tapped in to that part of yourself, that it doesn't matter where you are or who you are or what you believe, just you're the want to be a part of a community and help communities is what it really means to me. So, thank you.
Thank you all for, we got one more.
So I was raised in a very fundamentalist Christian household, and I think for me, the UU faith, because it has more emphasis on values rather than doctrine, I think it's easier to put them into practice and then to be able to go out and actually help your community and put that into action without trying to implement something else onto them and actually truly help them.
Thank you all for sharing. Everyone. Religious education helps our youth discuss these topics and more every Sunday, and how to look at them through the lens of our faith as Unitarian Universalists. I'd like to thank everyone for sharing with us today for our youth service. Please rise and embody your spirit for our closing hymn, number 1064, Blue Boat Home.
Standing on these mountains and plains, far away from the rolling ocean, still my dry land heart can say, sailing all my life now. Never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home. Sun may sail and moon my rudder as I ply the starry sea, leaning over the edge in wonder, casting questions into the deep, drifting here with my ship's companions, all we kindred pilgrim souls, making our way by the lights of the heavens in a beautiful blue boat home. I give thanks to the waves upholding me, hail the great winds urging me on, greet the infinite sea before me, sing the sky my sailor's song. I was born upon the fathoms, never harbor or port have I known. The wide universe is the ocean I travel, and the earth is my blue boat home.
Let us now take a moment to extinguish our chalice with these words. We extinguish this flame, but not the light of truth, the warmth of community, or the fire of commitment. These we carry in our hearts until we are together again.
Friends, our worship service now comes to a close. You're invited to go to the fellowship hall for fellowship and conversation. For those in our live stream, thank you for being with us this morning. Let us now leave this sacred time with these parting words from Dr. David Breeden. May your heart dance in wisdom and wonder. May the golden light and whispering breeze fill your moments with joy, the very spark of being. Live like a sage, live like a sage, play like a child, dance with the moments as they arrive. Amen, blessed be, and let us go out singing our rite of community, 1039, Be Thou With Us.